Welcome to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX and online at mywintersradio.com, featuring the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Township Trojans, and Woodlawn Cardinals. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn. Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. With the Coach House Garages pregame show, the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase starts now.
We welcome you inside Sesser-Valier High School for the 31st annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament as the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase presents the Woodlawn Cardinals versus the Sesser-Valier Red Devils. Very pleasant Wednesday evening, wherever you may be, listening in on 94.1 FM, WMIX, as well as mywintersradio.com. I'm Denny Czerwinski. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play of this game. Joining me alongside in a few moments will be the coach, Mike Richardson. This pregame show is brought to you by Coach House Garages. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has a building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. It is a jam-packed crowd here at Sesser-Valier High School. People still filing in, trying to find seats. And, Michael, we talked about this. The last 3 years in Southern Illinois, the Class 1A trophy has been to these two schools in what has been a respectful but friendly rivalry over the years.
Oh, absolutely. And this thing dates back for many, many years. And the one thing we did comment about when we saw the corridor out here being filled up with all these bodies looking for places to sit. A little nuance this year, big screen TV out front. So, I've got an idea there's going to be a handful of people that's going to be sitting in front of that big screen TV watching this ball game tonight because, Danny, I'm not sure there's many extra seats inside here to be had.
Now, obviously, the fan bases for both of these schools, Woodlawn and Sesser-Valier, travel very well with the closeness of the game here tonight at the tournament in the semifinals. A lot of people are here. You add in the fact, Mike, a lot of other basketball fans within the crowd that came to see this game. It's going to be packed. A lot of people are going to end up having to sit out in the commentary because there's no room in the gym.
Absolutely, and we've seen some good games already tonight. Well, one just completed right in front of us against two good teams. And we talked about this on the Saturday show. That fifth-place bracket couldn't look any better than the teams that's going to be involved with it. Enjoyed that game talking to head coach Johnson City, Wade Thomas, there beside me. And me and him had a good chat about the game and some other things as well. So all the coaches, friends, and you know, we recognize all the people that's been to this tournament for so many years. This makes this a very, very nice week.
It has been a full day of basketball here at Sesser-Valier High School, as has it been at 11 other tournaments in the area. We're going to step out and come back. When we do, we'll give you a Scott Owens State Farm Insurance scoreboard update. As we move along here this evening, we'll step out for our first break on the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder, we'll build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available. Then the Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-side estimate. On the other side of the break, scores from around the area and here at the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. I love this time of year, the time we spent with our family and friends, the lights and decorations, the food, and just the feel of the season. During this season, there are more smiles, more thank yous, and a general feeling of kindness and generosity that is not present as often during the rest of the year. There's a feeling of calm and hope, for unto us is born this day in the city of David, the Savior, who is Christ the Lord. From all of us at Community First Bank, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Community First Bank, with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More basketball action ahead, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School, the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Sesser-Valier Red Devils in the second of two semifinal games here today at the 31st Annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. This is the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder that will build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available, then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. It has been a busy day, 12 tournaments within the area, and just some on the outside as well. Some scores from that area. Mike, if you can read my chicken scratch on that yellow notebook, go ahead and give us some of the scores from around the area here.
Yeah, we're going to start off with something we wasn't able to talk about on Saturday's show. We just ran out of too much time. But up in Vandalia, a couple of early scores, Sioux Cross 60, Shelbyville 57, it was Altamont 57, 43 over South Central, and St. Elmo with 64-41 victory over Shelbyville. Over at Columbia, Freeburg 61 over Triad JV 40, and all Marquette beat, not sure who you had there, 76-34, Centrae Cahokia. A win over Jacksonville, 63-44. Alton, 65 over Oaklawn, 46. Bogan, 70-44 over St. Lawrence. Belleville West was a 43-38 victory over the Mount Vernon Rams this afternoon. And the last update, we got Old Fallon, 52, and a good ball game against Effingham, 46. At Carbondale, Madison, 61-59 over Cairo. And Carnahan, 65-54 over Carterville. At Mascoutah, Freeburg 56, Oakville 50. Well, we have that as a tie, so I'm not sure.
What tie? What tie did I write down? I didn't write it. 56 to 50.
Okay,
I missed that. Yeah.
And Carlisle 70, Belleville East 75 in that game. And in Denton, over at Dustin Thomas in Pinckneyville today, the Denton Rangers couldn't make free throws. It's come out 2 points, 57-46 victor. That puts Denton in that 5th place game. They responded with the 57-53 victory over Redbud down in Pinckneyville. And as the game got to having us talk about a little bit, Chester here before this game started in that 5th place bracket, they come away with first time they led 51-50. They held on, made a couple free throws down the stretch. Held on to a 53-50 win over New Athens, and that sets up Johnson City versus Chester in that 5th place game tomorrow. Waltonville, we know, fell victor today to Goreville. Goreville in the championship game. Waltonville waiting in the 3rd place game. Again, we're going to find out here in about an hour and a half.
That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to helping you get the right coverage with the discounts you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call, 242-3770, like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. We'll step out for a break, come back, talk about these two teams warming up in front of us. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The store-wide cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn brings you once-a-year savings with 60% off all Christmas decor, as well as 20% off all lamps, pictures, and everything wall-to-wall at the General Store. Plus, save an extra 15% off all sale prices on all your favorite furniture, from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Goreville, Holiday, and more. Hurry in for the best selection at once-a-year savings at Newell Furniture in the General Store's store-wide cleanup sale.
Are you dog-tired of hunting for the right bank? People's National Bank is positive we have all the banking services you're searching for. You will be sitting pretty when you hear about all of the convenient services People's National Bank has to offer. Looking for a place to bury your bone? We have safety deposit boxes too. Stop by 413 South 34th Street or 522 Main Street in Mount Vernon to start barking I mean banking, with the best bank in Jefferson County. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School, the Coach House Garage's pregame show. Denny Wentz here, along with Mike Richardson. And to piggyback off that commercial, if you're wanting to follow updates and scores around the 12 tournaments and more in the state of Illinois, follow us on Twitter at 94sports, all the scoring and updates you could have. And then, if you want to get final scores, schedules, and information more about the sports world around the area and high school, junior high as well, go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Go there, look at information, and if you like it, go ahead and like us while you're there. Lots of stuff going on that page. And Mike, these two teams in front of us in the last 3 years have raked into hardware with plaques and trophies and everything. It comes down to this. These two teams totally different than the last couple of years. The teams have went to Peoria back. But again, two very good basketball teams in the same that could make it back to Peoria in 1A this year.
Well, for Chip Basso, talking about the Red Devils with Sesser-Valier, he's got seniors he can rely on and a lot of that experience. They had a good JV season, and the starters that were held over from that group, they haven't missed a lick. I mean, they've come back and they played very, very well. And Tim Witcher, big guy in the middle, I tell you what, he is a good ball player. He can handle the ball. He shoot it out court, loves to dunk. They got him at the point on defense, get that crowd excited if he can get a steal and take off from there. They have got off to a good start, and for them to be in the semifinals here, knowing what's ahead of them for that big crowd on the other side that we're staring at, they're excited. I mean, that's all there is. If you want to play well in your own tournament, before when you get the opportunity that you have presented to yourself now back in the semifinal round, one game away from that championship, get back on his coaches are going to be happier.
Well, Sesser-Valier and Goreville trying to wrestle the championship trophy out of Jefferson County. It has went there the last 3 years, Woodlawn and Waltonville and Woodlawn winning those trophies. And Sesser-Valier has been in the running in those years, been beat at one round or another in semifinals and at one stage a couple of times. So the Red Devils looking to get back. But a Woodlawn team, Mike, a lot of experience back, but as much, if not more, inexperienced, and they need this kind of environment because the games recently really haven't tested the Cardinals.
Well, 5 seniors starting for Sesser and guys off the bench. They've got another senior, too. Woodlawn, they're definitely a youth program. 2 seniors starting, 3 juniors. And then off the bench, you're bringing a couple of sophomores. But again, valuable minutes had by all of Woodlawn players. Varsity experience, tournament experience, state tournament experience, and you just can't put a value on that. That's just, as a coach, I mean, that's what you strive for. And you're right, Jefferson County's had their way the last 3 years, and we talked a little bit Saturday about the emotions of the winner of this game now getting into that championship game. But to get hardware here at any time, the loser of this is going to be in that 3rd and 4th place game. And hey, hats off to Waltonville Spartans, how they positioned themselves in for some nice hardware in this 2011 version.
And amazingly, in December, for these two programs, a big jam-packed crowd. This game may not be as big as they've played in recent years. This is the game on the schedule now.
Yeah, that's very true. And then now you throw this atmosphere in it. We should have, for the next hour and a half, a lot of fun.
We will have a lot of fun, no matter what happens here tonight. Mike and myself, the teams are at the bench. We're going to step out as it's time for the national anthem. We'll return with the starting lineup and the start of the game here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
How did the Saturday Sports Show ring in the new year? By bringing you even better sports conversation in 2012. More scores, more local discussion, and a better mix of guests than anyone else. Combine that with ample knowledge of the teams you love, and you'll reserve more than one preset for AM 940. The perfect New Year's resolution? Not missing the Saturday Sports Show. Only on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. Give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555.
Has your bank recently stopped offering free checking? Don't get burned by all the fees. Switch to People's National Bank today. People's National Bank's free checking includes a free Visa check card, free bill pay, and free online banking, as well as unlimited check writing. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and mywithersradio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier, the 31st annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. Eddie Czerwinski and Mike Richardson alongside. It's time for the People's National Bank starting lineup. Stop by at People's National Bank and let them remind you what banking with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. People's National Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Mike Richardson, the starting lineup for this championship semifinal.
Thank you very much, Sandy, and for the Woodlawn Cardinals. They come to tonight's contest with an 8-10 record. Overall, we're starting at guard, 6-foot senior wearing number 15, A.J. Webb, his running mate, 6'5 junior, number 22, Gabe Owens. Logan Isaacs, number 25, 6'1" junior. Christian Hollenkamp, senior, 6'5", and 6'4" junior wearing number 33, Chris Harlow. President Cardinals coming in tonight's contest with an 8-2 record. Head coach Shane Whitson is 6'5", Scott Owens. And for Chip Basso, Sesser-Valier Red Devils. As the music's going to play, and we're going to have fun here tonight. A 6-foot senior wearing number 3, Kyle Stanley. A 5'11" senior wearing number 15, Greg Jenkins. Guy we talked about in the pregame show, number 32, a 6'5" senior, very physical, very athletic. Tim Mitchell, a 6'1" senior wearing number 33, John Basilian. And a 6'2" senior running out starting lineup wearing number 45, strong player Drew Dorr. He'll be wearing number 45 for the Sesser-Valier Red Devils. Chip Basso, their head coach. Garner, one of the assistants. And also, I cannot see right now,
Nick Paul.
Oh, yeah, that's a
junior high is legends around here.
Absolutely. That's the coaching staff for the Sesser-Valier Red Devils.
Those starting lineups brought to you by People's National Bank. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking from People's National Bank. Log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, and both sides packed. Looking through the doors, the ones that are remaining open on the north end of the gym, full. As look out to the comments, and people decide to hang out there, and it's going to be crazy tonight because Woodlawn's the home team and Sesser-Valier is the road team. So we're going to get that out of the way now. We might be confused as we go along.
I already thought of that, and then they added to the fact that they named Woodlawn's starting lineup first, even though they were home score it's going to be that way on the scoreboard. So I'll tell you, let the games begin.
Sesser-Valier cheerleaders finishing up their pregame routine. The Cardinals and Red Devils in a huddle around their respective coaches. Karen Kennard in the house. Video highlights for this one. Two teams that have been to the state tournament the last 3 years. Woodlawn twice, Sesser-Valier once. Woodlawn has a second and a third place. Well, Sesser-Valier has a second place. Big game atmosphere for December. Both teams go to the floor. The Red Devils, the road team. Maroon jerseys trimmed in black and white. The Cardinals in their home jerseys trimmed in red and blue. It is Owens, Isaac, Hollenkamp, Webb, and Harlow for the Cardinals. Stanley, Jenkins, Witcher, Dorff, and Porcelino for the Red Devils. Co-op schools in football, another thing. We get ready to go. The winner to the title game tomorrow night is 7 o'clock versus Goreville. The loser to third place against Waltonville at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Tip controlled by the Red Devils. Jenkins comes the other way. Down the right side to Stanley in the corner. It's a man-to-man by the Cardinals. They throw in the Dorff. Dorff loses the basketball on the floor. Tipped around out front, course to Stanley. Stanley kicks it over in the corner and it's thrown out of bounds. Fast and furious here so far. Size advantage probably to the Red Devils in this contest, as Woodlawn has some size, but not in the post. Webb will inbound to Harlow. It's a man-to-man defense by the Red Devils as well. Gabe Owens will bring it up with a quicker Jenkins on him. Jenkins all the way down on Owens across the timeline. Owens has to pick up his dribble. Left side pass to Logan Isaac. He'll hold deep behind the left wing, takes a couple of dribbles to the corner. Pick it up. Now he's holding. Now throws to Hollenkamp, guarded by Porcelino. A great matchup we're going to be treated to there. Hollenkamp leads it for Isaac. 15-footer baseline, long rebound by Jenkins. The all-south fullback gets it to Stanley, who sprints into the front court. Left wing cut off by A.J. Webb. Another turnover. Stanley bounced it on the baseline, and it'll go back to Woodlawn. No score here early on with 7:14 to go in the first quarter. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank's at home in Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Owens across the timeline to the elbow, throws it off Webb out of bounds. We're past the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
Follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or crank us up on 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, O'Fallon, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Woodlawn Sesser-Valier, no score. 1 minute into the ball game. Porcelino in the right corner, out to Stanley. Left side to Jenkins into the corner. Witcher back to Jenkins, top of the key to Stanley. No score here early on in front of a packed gymnasium here at Sesser-Valier High School. Jenkins holds up two fingers out by the center circle. He's on the dribble, guarded by Owens. Now throws it left wing to Porcelino, known in the realm as the X Factor. He throws into the corner to Witcher. Witcher will take a dribble off the screen by Porcelino, throws the right side to Jenkins, nothing doing. Jenkins throws in the right corner to Stanley. They're looking for Dorff and Witcher and can't get anything done. Isaac is guarding Witcher, and Hollenkamp has Dorff. Owens is guarding Jenkins out by the timeline. Leaves it for Dorff, deep right wing. 2 minutes gone by, no score. Red Devils with a basketball. Jenkins shoots a three and rattles in and out. Hollenkamp for the rebound for the Cardinals. Leaves it for Owens. Owens around Jenkins. Down the timeline, across it, and into the front court. He will throw it left wing to Logan Isaac, to Harlow in the corner. Left side of the floor, guarded by Witcher. Back to Isaac to Owens, guarded by Jenkins. Owens has the height, Jenkins has the speed. Hollenkamp travel with the basketball. Mike, nobody get anything done. 2 minutes into this one.
Two turnovers aside, Danny. I think a little nerves right now. They sort of got caught up in the atmosphere we have right here before us. And somebody's going to get a shot to fall right here before turnovers here early in this contest.
Somebody will get to be the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over with. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Witcher, dribble shuffle by dribble pass to Jenkins, all the way in the corner, back to Witcher on the right side, back to Jenkins, swings it around left wing to Stanley, the Porcelino on the left baseline, back out to Stanley on the left wing, inside Dorff, he's got Isaac posted, shot good. Dorff got position on Isaac, pins team underneath, and the Red Devils take a 2-0 lead.
Now, he's going to cause Woodlawn problems. He can be able to get in that lane like he did right there and post up.
A.J. Webb throws it to Owens, he throws it away to Stanley. Stanley on the steal, 2-on-2. Stanley to Witcher, he will finish around Webb. Shot no good, but a foul and a block on A.J. Webb. And I think Derek Case Mike, with Webb being too far underneath the basket and moving, picked up the first foul.
Yeah, even though he's moving back too far underneath the backboard, you're not going to get that call at all. Woodlawn right now really struggling. Motion offense down there, but nobody's staying home. They're running off cuts, but nobody's doing any splitting or anything through that. Consequently, 3 turnovers here and only 1 field goal attempt.
Witcher with the first free throw. He'll get another one. 6'5", Tim Witcher getting a lot of looks from colleges. Several college scouts in attendance tonight looking at the 6'5" senior. Witcher makes them both. Smooth shooting touch makes it 4-2, 4-0, I should say, Red Devils. And now we got a hold on Jenkins. He was holding Gabe Owens. And that seems to be the MO of teams early on against Woodlawn this year. Mike Tester, Gabe Owens.
Well, we saw it all day yesterday in the quarterfinal game. There's no doubt about it. Woodlawn, for whatever reason, just had more confidence in him bringing the ball up the court, and he took a beating yesterday.
Owens will come across the timeline. Jenkins, of course, is an all-South fullback. In fact, All-State, I believe, in Class 3A. He knows how to run and handle the football. And Stanley Jenkins just picked up his second foul. Tackled Gabe Owens after a first down, and that's Jenkins' second foul. Chip Bassel will go down to the bench. It's Justin Kulik. Kulik is spelled K-U-L-I-C-H, I believe, and it's pronounced Kulik. He will come in, and Jenkins will go out, and that's a huge blow to the guards for Sesser-Valier.
Definitely for the guards, because that was what was suspect in all the preseason scouting reports of how Chip Bassel's guards be able to handle a lot of pressure, and now you sacrifice that. But you've got another big body in there, so they can pound it inside. And now we see a defensive switch made by Sesser also.
Ursulino now will guard Owens. They're going to try to wear Gabe down as the game goes on. Harlow had his pocket pick, but Hollenkamp recovered. Christian to the rim, shot blocked. Isaac on the rebound, goes up for a shot, scores. Logan Isaac cleans up the mess. The Cardinals on the board after 3.5 minutes into this game. 4-2, Sesser-Valier. Jenkins will bring it across the timeline. He'll have to man the point now. Kulik receives the pass, top of the key. Holds high above his 6'6" frame, throws it to Stanley in the corner. That's the left side, goes around the screen to the free throw line. Elbow now picks it up. Look, Doris in the lane. Doris around Isaac, travel with the basketball. Had to be a travel or a 3-second call. Both he and Kulik were camped in there. Let the Cardinals get a turnover, and they get the basketball.
Yeah, I think 3 seconds was on the agenda right there to be called. They drug that back foot. Good defense by the Cardinals because Sesser's third turnover.
Webb gets the inbound pass to Owens around the screen of Isaac. Here comes Owens. He tripped and didn't trip over anybody. Woodlawn catches a break. I don't know if Owens tripped over his own feet or Versalino. The referee says Versalino tripped him. I'd like to go back and see that one. I think Gabe tripped over the paint on that one line.
I think that darker paint there was a little higher than the other.
Yep. Third foul on the Red Devils, the first on Versalino. 4:01 to go in the first quarter. Woodlawn trails Sesser-Valier 4-2. Owens to Isaac, top of the key. He holds above his head, back to Webb between the circles. He dribbles, leaves it for Owens. Versalino is all over Owens. And that's a foul. Now Jenkins and Versalino have 2 fouls apiece. That's not what Chip Bassel wanted to begin this ball game.
Absolutely not. Give credit to Gabe Owens. Been pushed off the ball a couple times yesterday, but what David Clark got his legs under it tonight. And they're not going to allow it tonight so far.
Versalino's grabbing a jersey on Owens. You can see it from here. The officials did not. I take that back. Speaking of the officials, Larry Knowles, Mike Austin, and Jeff Petco on the game. As A.J. Webb gets in the big basket, knocks it down, it's 4-4. And you can expect that. They're going to pester Gabe Owens to make somebody else handle the ball. Stanley across the timeline, left wing to Versalino. Throws it inside the door. Shot no good, off the rim, rebound Isaac. Isaac can come out the other way. As I've been texted, you can't trip over the paint. We saw it. Owens down the left side, spins on Versalino to the rim, shot, loses the ball. Owens gets his own rebound, kicks it with his hands to Harlow. Harlow tries baseline and score. No, missed the layup as Doris got a hand on it. Kulik with the rebound to Stanley. Red Devils running the other way. Stanley to the left wing on the dribble, kicks it out right side to Kulik. Shot from 15, good. Justin Kulik off the bench with a first basket of the game. It's 6-4. Cardinals trail by 2. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Owens across the timeline, goes the right side to A.J. Webb. He's guarded by Stanley. He throws it inside to Harlow around to Witcher, scores. Back screen, freed Harlow. Witcher was late, it's 6-6 with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Stanley across the timeline. Throws it, now holds. Throws it right side to Versalino. Versalino will dribble and leave it for Drew Doris at the free throw line. Right side to Stanley. Got away with a walk, hopped with it, but we play on. Stanley down the lane, glass, no good. Rebound, Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp holding on to the ball, gets it to Owens. Gable dribble across at the 2:15 mark. We're tied at 6. Owens to Harlow on the left wing, back to Owens. Owens will be dribbling between the circles to Logan Isaac to Harlow in the corner. Harlow guarded by Witcher, a good matchup. Hollenkamp for a three, short front of the iron, rebounded by Witcher. He will bring it across the timeline to the left side of the floor to Stanley. Over on the right wing to Versalino. Lob pass inside Doris in the lane. Spin on Hollenkamp. Left-hand shot, good. That was a pretty move. Left-handed, going away from the rim, but knocked it in.
He used his left hand, developed that very nicely over his career.
Has been a good player for Sesser-Valier in his senior year. Harlow in the corner. Throws it out front to Hollenkamp with 1:38 to go. 8-6 Devils. Dave Owens shot for three off the side of the backboard. Drew Doris covers up that rebound to Stanley. He will dribble across the timeline. Throws it in the corner. Versalino. Shot from 15 over Hollenkamp. No good. Rebound Owens. The side jumpers from mid-range not falling so far for either team. Owens to the three-point line. Matt Kennedy is going to come in for first dead ball. He is going to come into the ball game. Harlow holds on the left wing as we get to minute 10 mark. Woodlawn trails Sesser-Valier 8-6. Championship semifinal here at the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. Logan Isaac in the corner, steps in, 15-footer, good. Logan Isaac hit that jumper all week, and it's tied at 8, under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Couldn't believe he was that open, had to do a dribble and look again and let her fly.
Speaking of open, your community, your choice, your bank. 5 locations, friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Member FDIC. Red Devils with the ball. Witcher goes right baseline, spins at the right block, out to Stanley, top of the key. Didn't shoot it. Left wing pass, Versalino. Top of the key, Stanley. On the dribble, top of the key. Throws it left corner, Versalino. Down the baseline, leaves it for Cooley. Foul, Woodlawn. Too much reaching going on, and a good call by the official. That foul is going to go on at Mr. Harlow, his first, team's second. Checking in is Dylan Rock. Cardinals coming in with Hateman, Kennedy, and Robinson for Owens, Webb, and Isaac. Dylan Rock comes in for Versalino and steps out. So now, Mike, as you look to me, you're going to have a Hateman or a Harlow or Hollenkamp handle the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one thing Woodlawn's been searching for, Danny, in these first 10 games of the season.
Stanley on the left wing goes in the corner. Witcher back to Stanley, top of the key. Spins around to the right wing. Harlow's got that assignment. Inside Doris, advantage Sesser-Valier, but Doris misses. Robinson and Doris fight for it. Jump ball. And it'll be Woodlawn basketball on the jump ball as Doris and Robinson exchange New Year's Eve greetings. And we'll play on.
Mr. Robinson, he's a sophomore. He just says, hey, I'll have that ball too.
He's done that all year. Shane Whistle trying to squeeze some minutes and seconds here of rest for his starters at the end of this first quarter with an 8-8 game. Hateman between the circles. He'll handle with 5. Over to Harlow with 3 on the left wing. Harlow pull up 15-footer at the horn. Hits the front of the iron. Kennedy ships it away, but we're at the end of the first quarter. Woodlawn 8, Sesser-Valier 8. After a break back for second quarter action, you're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Hi, Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. With 5 locations in Jefferson County, a 7-month 0.77% APY CD special, free checking, free internet banking, and free debit cards tied to local schools, isn't now the perfect time to move your banking relationship to a local community bank? No gimmicks, just your neighbors and friends taking care of your banking needs.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier 8-8 at the end of the first quarter. Woodlawn and Sesser-Valier here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Red Devils with a basketball. Jenkins throws it left corner Stanley. He'll shoot a 3 for the lead. It runs out and out, and Gabe Owens has the rebound. For the Cardinals, Gabe will dribble up with Hateman, Robinson, Hollenkamp, and Webb. Owens behind the back dribble, leaves it for Webb. Around the Owens screen, top of the key, left wing pass Robinson. Robinson to Hollenkamp. Spins at the baseline. Pull up 15-footer from the elbow is no good. We got a foul.
Double foul.
A double foul. There we go. I'm assuming Mr. Robinson's going to get one. And who's the other culprit? 3-2, Witcher. Ooh. Witcher's first. That's the fifth on the Red Devil. That's an interesting twosome getting together there.
Yeah, that's they come off the pick. Set hard, I think.
Well, I
Felix was trying to come get through there, and they caught both guys, and I guess just didn't determine who did what.
Sometimes you get a cutter through the lane, you get less extra chicken wing, and then you get a little retaliation. Hollenkamp for a three. It's off the mark. Rebound weak side. Hateman gets it out to West. Shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound Witcher. Red Devils and Cardinals struggling from the field in this 8-8 game. Both of them got a touchdown and got the 2-point conversion. That's why we're tied at 8. Just kidding. Stanley down the baseline to Jenkins on the right side. In the corner with it to Stanley. Stanley will dribble. Picks it up. Now throws it underneath the Witcher. Baseline shot, no good. Rebound Hollenkamp. Shot it over the rim. Didn't hit the backboard. The Webb to Owens. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Cardinals and Red Devils tied at 8. Owens to Hateman on the left wing. Hateman throws it to A.J. Webb. Whistle away from the basketball. Dylan Rock is called for an off-the-ball foul. Chip Bassel's not happy with Dylan Rock, and Drew Doris is going to come in for Dylan Rock.
And we read Rock's lips. He said, I did what you told me to do.
And then Chip Bassel said, I didn't tell you to do that much.
Yeah, just a little bit of that.
Yeah, Owens goes in the corner to Hollenkamp. Robinson at the top of the key. Holds, goes the right side to Christian again. Christian back to Owens. He'll shoot a running three-pointer off the curl and good. Gabe Owens from downtown rings it up for a three, and it's 11-8 Cardinals. They go up by 3. Jenkins across the timeline quickly for Sesser-Valier. The Stanley on the right side. Throws it in the corner back to Stanley from Jenkins. Back to Jenkins. They'll hold. Now he throws it right in the corner to Stanley. Stanley inside to Kulik. Kulik back to Stanley. Inside to Doris. Doris has got to get out of the lane, does he not? 3 seconds. There you go. And he was in there before the ball got there.
Right. And I mean, that's the difference of trying to set an offense up with that, take advantage of the rule versus running a backdoor cut or sliding the split screen down low to get a guy flashing through there. But no, he was on the verge of making a 10 right there.
Kennedy will inbound for the Cardinals. A.J. Webb, who lead by 3. Webb will leave it for Owens. He'll bring it up against Jenkins around the Robinson screen across the timeline. Owens between the circles. He will still maintain his dribble as he's guarded by Jenkins. Owens goes to the left side, spins to the left elbow, down the lane, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Witcher. Owens is using his height advantage, just couldn't get one to drop. Stanley up the right side, on the right side of the floor. Throws it to Kulik at the free throw line. It's short off the mark. Heads to the corner. Kulik chases it down, throws it to Stanley. Stanley drives into the lane, now back to Kulik. Kulik around the door, screen shot good. Justin Kulik has 4 points off the bench. It's 11-10 Cardinals. Red Devils pick up man-to-man again, this time to deny Owens the basketball. A.J. Webb will have to bring it up for the Cardinals. He throws it to Robinson on the left side. Doris backs off of him. Hollenkamp at the top of the key, guarded by Kulik. That could be all day, but Hollenkamp misses, gets his own board, layup good. Hollenkamp with his first 2 points, 13-10, Cardinals by 3. Across the timeline is Stanley on the left wing. Stanley back to Jenkins. As we play, we'll give you a scoreboard update here in just a bit. Stanley thought about the 3 from the corner. We'll get you caught up on the scores here from today. 5 games already in the books. This is game number 6 of the day. Stanley in the left corner. He's going to shoot a 3. Good. Kyle Stanley gets his first points of the game. It's 13 all with 5 to go in the first half. Owens will take the dribble himself. Across the timeline, throws it left side to Robinson. We'll pick up Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's done. As Hollenkamp gets to the rim, he might be it. You never know. Stay around to find out as he scores again. 15-13, Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. It is a fast pace here at game at Sesser-Valier. Jenkins holds. Harlow's going to come back in for somebody. Counts on. Jenkins can't find anybody. Gets to Kulik. Timeout. Chip Basso with the 30-second timeout and a good call. The Red Devils were in trouble.
Yeah, that was a very good call. I've seen it happen almost 5 counts defensively. Woodlawn's going to utilize this timeout to get a couple starters back in the ball game as well. Woodlawn done a very good job rebounding. That was one thing I was sort of concerned about on their perspective tonight, hitting that glass. Woodlawn with 10 rebounds already in the game. Sesser-Valier with 7. Turnovers pretty even, shots pretty even. Just a well-played game. We didn't expect anything but.
Other games here today, Century over Sparta 53-34. Johnson City over Marissa Colderville 51-48. Goreville over Waltonville 66-59. Crisp over Vienna 56-21. And Chester beat New Athens 53-50. Those scores brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. When you're paying too much, give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check like a good neighbor. Scott Owens and State Farm are there. They go inside to Doris off the timeout. Doris pulls his way in. Ball goes to Witcher. He rebounds twice, misses the shot. Ball to Doris. They play around the paint. It's off of White. That would be Chris Harlow, and they'll stay with the Sesser-Valier Red Devils. Boy, Annie over. Sesser-Valier with 3 opportunities there. Couldn't get it in, but luckily gets the ball back if you're a Red Devil fan. Stanley will trigger the inbound. He will hold up, throws in the right corner to Versalino. Back to Jenkins in the corner. Jenkins will dribble back out. He'll call a play as Owens guards Jenkins. He throws it right side to Versalino. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Woodlawn leads 15-13. Stanley in the corner. Tries to go around Webb. Webb cuts him off. Now they lob inside Witcher. Witcher back out right wing to Jenkins. Jenkins pulls his way in the lane. Jump stop blocked by Hollenkamp. Rebound Christian. High for the rebound goes Hollenkamp. He gets it to A.J. Webb. Webb dribbles now, throws it down to the right block to Logan Isaac. Isaac will take a dribble and out to the right wing. Shane Whistle holds up, thumbs up. Throws to Harlow, top of the key, now to Owens. Now Woodlawn will set their offense. Owens to Isaac on the left wing, to Harlow in the left corner. He holds, guarded by Witcher. Hollenkamp has it to Webb. Now right side pass, Logan Isaac. Inside to Hollenkamp, glass short. Got bodied up a little bit, couldn't finish the shot. Versalino to Jenkins the other way. No foul, just basketball. Couldn't finish. Wasn't strong enough that time. Witcher top of the key. Owens swaps that and missed. There's Stanley. Now throws it right wing to Jenkins. They're looking for Witcher. Webb got picked off on a screen by Versalino. Stanley again. X marks the spot. Missed it that time. Tipped out of bounds by Versalino. It should be Woodlawn basketball.
And they're lucky right there that Versalino did not pick up his third foul. Got a little bit of the arm, but ball deflected out of bounds. Woodlawn will gain possession here with 3:01 to go in the second.
Well, 3 minutes to go. Cardinals lead by 2, 15-13. Owens to Harlow. They break the press. 5 locations to Malvern and Dixon and Woodlawn. Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Layup by Webb, no good. Put back. Hollenkamp, no good, but a foul. Hollenkamp on the offensive rebound, put back. Didn't make it, but was fouled by Drew Doris, and that'll be his first, team 7.
A nice seam right there. A.J. Webb saw it running down the floor and full head of steam all the way to the hoop. Missed it. But Hollenkamp was right there with his 6th rebound so far tonight. Didn't get the end one, couldn't make the layup, but he's at the free throw line. It's a very good free throw.
16-13, Woodlawn by 3. Hollenkamp makes it 4. 17-13 Cardinals with 2:49 to go in the first half. Stanley in the corner to Jenkins, left corner. Jenkins will go back to Stanley, top of the key. He will dribble to the right side, back to Jenkins, down in the corner, Versalino. Versalino back out to Jenkins. Jenkins will hold as we go, as he dribbles to the right elbow. He tries to get it, now does to Stanley in the corner. Wondered Witcher couldn't get it to him. Stanley, Jenkins, now to Versalino. Versalino down the paint in the right corner to Stanley. He holds back to Versalino to Jenkins. Jenkins in the corner, Stanley in the corner, Versalino. That's the right side to Witcher. Witcher for a long three is good. Tim Witcher gets his 5th point of the game, and it's 17-16. Observations here so far, Witcher and Doris have to score. Not anybody else but Stanley really looking. Webb throws it left wing, Hollenkamp. His 3 to answer, short. Rebound Witcher. Red Devils running the other way. Witcher got away with a double dribble. Goes right wing, 3 on the way. Short, rebound Hollenkamp. Didn't cross the card. Other scoreboard update, Pinckneyville beat Olney tonight, 45-33 for 3rd place at the Duster Thompson. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens at State Farm Insurance. Give him a call, 242-3770, because the dialed-up call for Logan Isaac for a layup, as I read that. 19-16 Woodlawn now by 3. As Woodlawn leads by 3, have led most of this first half. Sesser-Valier has an occasional lead, but has not led lately. Jenkins left wing to Versalino. Versalino throws it to Stanley, 10-footer left side, rattles around, Doris on the rebound. Pump fake shot, good and a foul. Drew Doris has his 6th point. Gabe Owens has a foul. As Gabe Owens is no match for Drew Doris in that part of the world.
Absolutely not. That was a mismatch. No calling out a pick. Anybody sliding over to help Doris underneath. the man-child went up and in. Now he's at the free throw line, attempting the old-fashioned three-point play.
Cody Lingle is checked in for the Red Devils, and he missed the free throw. It says Drew Doris. Kulik and Holland can't fight for the rebound. I'm telling you right now, if I'm a college football coach, I'm going to visit Justin Kulik. He's going to play tight end for me. And I know he can. Stanley on the steal. He's got a breakaway the other way for the lead. Sesser has it 20-19. Stanley has 5 points in the quarter. 20-19. Gabe Owens is going to be held by Lingle. And Woodlawn will walk to the other end and shoot free throw.
And Chip Bassel's doing the same thing. He's wanting pressure on Owens. That's why he's rotated his guards necessity-wise, caused a couple of fouls on the starters. But he's making sure he's getting that other guy in there to get that down here on this end, slow that down a little bit, and work on Gabe Owens some, wear him down.
We're not going to work on that deal, but we're going to mention that Gabe kind of used it off on to get away. After the foul was called, Woodlawn got away with one there, and we'll call it like we see it. Gabe's first free throw was good. Mike, we were worried yesterday that the earth was off its axis as Owens missed 2 in a row. Couldn't believe it.
2 things in that game last night I don't know I've seen before. I've seen him miss 2 straight free throws. Then I also seen Shane Witzel late in the ballgame verbally and with the signal get a timeout, and it wasn't given to him. I couldn't figure that one out.
Free throw. That's the most free throws I've ever seen that kid miss in his life in 1 week. 40 seconds to go. 5 Jefferson County branches responsive quality service for all your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. We're tied at 20. The Red Devils have the ball. Stanley gets it to Lingle, top of the key. Owens has Lingle. He throws it to Stanley. Chip Bassel wants the final shot. Stanley deep out by the timeline. Now throws to Lingle. Woodlawn pressuring as Lingle is trying to knock half the basketball, and Sesser's going to turn it over. You could tell Lingle didn't want the ball. He didn't want it with the pressure that was going on.
And when you do, when he turned his back to the defense right there, Woodlawn could run a jump and just at least get in the passing lane where he had to throw that ball farther out. And obviously that led to Sesser's 5th turnover here in that first half. Woodlawn, 19.5 seconds to go to get a shot. Let it take the lead.
Witcher out, Reggie Eubanks in. Chip Bassel going down his bench, 3rd game in 3 days, making sure maybe he gets some extra rest, keep people out of foul trouble. Owens has the ball with 18 seconds to go in the first half. We're tied at 20 in a championship semifinal. Woodlawn and Sesser-Valier here on WMIX, 94.1 FM, as well as MyWithersRadio.com. Hogan Isaac, top of the key. Lob pass to Hollenkamp, throws it away. It's too high. Red Devils are going to have Kulik dribble it out. We're going to end 16 minutes of basketball here at Sesser-Valier. It's Woodlawn 20, Sesser-Valier 20. We'll take a break and come back for the Red Lake College halftime show. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt Lincoln Dealer. There is nothing more attractive than confidence, especially when it's got the looks of a 2012 Lincoln vehicle to back it up. So when you see Ford Square Mount Vernon, your confidence and ours will be at an all-time high, because not only do you get a great offer, you also get our standard complimentary 4-year 50,000-mile maintenance plan on a Lincoln MKX with first-of-its-kind sync with My Lincoln Touch technology, on a loaded MKZ that's putting standards back into luxury, on a Lincoln MKS that seemingly has everything, including the available technology to practically parallel park itself, and on a Lincoln MKT with more than just something for everyone. It has everything for everyone. It's time to get out there and see what's new. May I suggest a test drive in a new 2012 Lincoln at Ford Square Mount Vernon. Maintenance coverage includes a maximum of 8 regularly scheduled maintenance services. Lincoln, it's not just luxury, it's smarter than that.
How did the Saturday Sports Show ring in the new year? By bringing you even better sports conversation in 2012. More scores, more local discussion, and a better mix of guests than anyone else. Combine that with ample knowledge of the teams you love, and you'll reserve more than one preset for AM 940. The perfect New Year's resolution? Not missing the Saturday Sports Show. Only on WMIX and online at MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Do you know what your mortgage rate is? You probably know what your monthly payment is, but your interest rate can make a big difference. With rates still low, now is a perfect time to look into refinancing your current mortgage. Stop by People's National Bank at 413 South 34th Street in Mount Vernon today and ask to see me, Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist, while rates are still this low.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family...
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Rend Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School. 16 minutes in the book in this championship semifinal. It's Woodlawn 20, Sesser-Valier 20. This is the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. They've been a vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Students can choose from more than 100 degree and certificate programs. Save thousands of dollars at Rend Lake College and get to work. Rend Lake College, it's time. We have crossed past the bottom of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
Follow us on Twitter at 94sports or crank us up on 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, O'Fallon, a Withers Broadcasting superstation.
We'll remind you can follow us on Twitter at 94sports for scoring updates and information throughout the day and night, or go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. You can look at schedule, scoring, and other sports information there. And while you're there, go ahead and like us as well. We're going to step out for our first break of the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. When we come back, scoring and stats on this one. This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The store-wide cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn brings you once-a-year savings with 60% off all Christmas decor, as well as 20% off all lamps, pictures, and everything wall-to-wall at the General Store. Plus, save an extra 15% off all sale prices on all your favorite furniture, from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Roy Hill, Paula Deen, and more. Hurry in for the best selection at once-a-year savings at Newell Furniture in the General Store's store-wide cleanup sale.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. Rend Lake College has over 100 degree and certificate programs to choose from. It's been your vehicle to a brighter future. For over 40 years, Rend Lake College, it's time. Denny Czerwinski with Mike Richardson alongside Mike with a crazy first half. We expect nothing less than a 20-20 tie between Woodlawn and Sesser-Valier.
Oh, what a half we saw, and the statistics will bear that out. For Sesser-Valier Red Devils, overall field goal percentage was 35%. They were 6 out of 18 regular shooting, 2 out of 5 behind the arc, for a total of 8 out of 23. 2 or 3 free throwings for 67%. They had 5 turnovers. Got some offensive stick back there at the last to get that game tied up, and their rebounds total matches the Cardinals now. They both have 14 in this first half, leading the way. Doris with 4, Wisher with 5, and off the bench, Justin Kulik. What a half he's put together. Basically in that second quarter, 3 rebounds to go along with his 4 points. 5 points for Kyle Stanley, hit the 3 to give Sesser their first lead in the contest. Tim Wisher with 5 points, and Drew Doris leading the Red Devils in scoring. He has 6 points in the first half, and for the Woodlawn Cardinals. They shot 38% from the field, 7 out of 15 regular, only 1 out of 6 behind the arc, and a lot of the shots that they took. And they had a little bit of hands on their hips, just that little nudge of the strength factor that we sort of talked about at times with a football playing team. Now, Woodlawn has a few football players, but not on the basketball starting group like that. When you have them football guys, you just get a little touch. That affects your shot. And Woodlawn consequently was 1 out of 6 behind the arc total of 8 out of 21 field goals for 38%. Visit Charity Stripe 4 times, made 3 with 75%. 5 turnovers for them also. And we mentioned the rebound total, 14 apiece. Woodlawn has all 5 starters on the scoring column, 2 each for A.J. Webb and Chris Harlow, 4 for Dave Owens, 6 each for Logan Isaac, 3 out of 4 shooting, and Christian Hollenkamp, a couple of free throws, a couple of buckets. He's 0 for 4 behind the arc, but he leads the Cardinals in rebounding. He has 8 first-half rebounds tonight. That's Woodlawn. Sesser-Valier tied up 20-20 at the half.
There's a scoring update from the Dustin Thomas Super Classic Trophy games tonight. It was Steelville beating Lawrenceville 46-43 for 7th place. Benson beating Redbud 57-53 for 5th place. Pinckneyville beats Olney 45-33 for 3rd place. And T-Town and DuPois are getting ready to tip it off across the way on Route 154 west of us here at Sesser-Valier. Here at Sesser-Valier, it is tied at 20. Remember to follow us on Facebook, WMIX Sports, as well as on Twitter, at 94 Sports. You can like us on Facebook, as I mentioned, on WMIX Sports. It's tied at 20. We'll step out for a final break and come back for second half action. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. I love this time of year, the time we spent with our family and friends, the lights and decorations, the food, and just the feel of the season. During this season, there are more smiles, more thank yous, and a general feeling of kindness and generosity that is not present as often during the rest of the year. There's a feeling of calm and hope, for unto us is born this day in the city of David, the Savior, who is Christ the Lord. From all of us at Community First Bank, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, equal housing.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Visit Jefferson County State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon for a free discount double check.
Discounts may vary state to state.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School. Denny Czerwinski and Mike Richardson alongside. I'm going to put you in a huddle, Coach. Either team, either strategy. What would you do here?
I think what you got to do is keep playing defense like Sesser's done and get Doris the ball. Get a little high-low action to go between him and Witcher, and Doris work that 3-second lane down there. For Woodlawn, you just got to get shots to the ball. I think their offense has been pretty sound, but the threes haven't fell, and maybe do a little better job setting screens. Sesser went through a lot of Woodlawn screens in that first half. Clean that up a little bit, both sides. We're going to have a great second half of the list.
We'll clean up the halftime show sponsored by Red Lake College. Save you thousands on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs are right for you. Also, let scoreboard update during the Red Lake College halftime show. A fan metric plate. You might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. We will begin the second half. It's over and back.
I'm speechless.
How do you do that? Not in the game. Yep. Coming out of the huddle and timeout, halftime, not in the game. Anyway, Woodlawn turns it over, and it'll go to Sesser-Valier. On the right side is Stanley. He leaves it to Witcher, top of the key. Witcher will hold above his head. Now throws in the corner to Stanley. Stanley into Witcher, back to Stanley on the left wing, top of the key to Webb, or I should say, Jenkins. Now throws in the corner to Bertolino. Witcher to Stanley on the left wing. They play catch around the perimeter. Drew Doris has left the lane. He's in the left corner. Sesser-Valier needs to get him back on the block. Now they do. Witcher into Doris. They're looking. Hollenkamp had it go off of Hollenkamp's hands. Yep, it was a good call. Mike Austin made the right call, Mike.
Sure did. He was open. There's no doubt about it. Doris did exactly what we talked about. High-low action between him and Witcher. But he left the post, and Hollenkamp ricocheted off his arm out of bounds.
Jenkins will inbound underneath the basket. He will hold. They're looking for Doris. Then they get it to Bertolino. They throw it into Doris, who's got position on Isaac. Left it short. Logan gets the rebound. To A.J. Webb. He'll dribble across the timeline, guarded by Stanley. Throws it left side to Logan Isaac. Underway in the second half. Woodlawn and Sesser-Valier tied at 20. The winners for the championship game tomorrow night against Goreville. Loser to the 3 o'clock third place game against Waltonville. Logan Isaac on a backdoor cut misses the layup. Maybe he got shoved a little bit, but not enough. Stanley to Jenkins across the timeline. Shane Whittle wants a call. Witcher down the lane, down the right side, over Owens. Shot glass, rims in and out. Owens on the rebound. As play, both coaches now getting the juices flowing. Logan Isaac behind the defense, scores and a foul. Logan Isaac beats the Red Devils down the floor. Caught the pass from Owens, put it in, and Doris fouls him. And Isaac at the line for a three-point play.
And that's the heads up for coaches right there. You can make the statement. I think Woodlawn got a nice break right there. Doris, that wasn't near as much foul on that one as the one.
22-20, Woodlawn. Isaac front rims the free throw, rebounded by Witcher. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dixon, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Witcher dribbles to the left wing, top of the key, pass to Jenkins. Jenkins throws in the right corner. Witcher. Three ball is short off the iron. Rebound Isaac. Notice a lot of shots short here as we begin the third quarter. Owens across the timeline, thumbs up. Left side pass to Isaac. Left corner Harlow. Harlow guarded by Witcher. Top of the key pass to Hollenkamp. He throws to A.J. Webb. Webb beats his defender. 15-footer on the way. Rolls around the iron. No good. Harlow gets the rebound. Has nowhere to go. Throws it out top of the key. A.J. Webb. Three. Good. A.J. Webb knocks down his first three of the game. It's 25-20. Woodlawn by 5. Stanley quickly into the front court. Left wing. Picked it up. Ball tipped, stolen away. A.J. Webb tipped it. Hollenkamp recovered to Owens. Cardinals are flying down the floor, but Owens held it up. Isaac left wing to Harlow. Goes baseline on Witcher. Tries to get there, and we have a hand check foul on Tim Witcher.
Well, Woodlawn's got to take advantage of that instead of letting Sesser set that big defense that's down here. Woodlawn needs to be real aggressive in that time right there. Chris Harlow, wow, baseline move, got another foul on Witcher, his second.
Owens top of the key to Isaac. He will hold. He gets it to A.J. Webb out by the timeline. It's a 5-point Cardinal lead here in the third quarter. Owens to Isaac in the corner to Harlow, guarded by Witcher with those two fouls. Harlow to Hollenkamp. He goes down the lane with him. Their hand layup is good. Christian Hollenkamp has 8. It's a 7-point run by the Cardinals to start the third quarter. Jenkins across the timeline. Throws it on the right wing to Versolino. He holds out almost out of bounds. He's that deep on the right wing to Stanley to Jenkins around the left side. Top of the key pass, Witcher. Three ball over Isaac is good. Tim Witcher, the security blanket, knocks down a three, and it's 27-23. Cardinals now up by 4.
Boy, Drew Doris can flat, sets the pick, folks.
A.J. Webb down the lane, back out to Owens on the right wing. Owens for an answer himself. It goes off the rim. Isaac gets the rebound, but he steps out of bounds. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is done. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Also, your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations with friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Stanley on the right side, throws in the corner from Jenkins. Now Stanley gets it back down the lane, layup good. Stanley bowled his way through there. He's got 7, and it's a 5-0 run by the Red Devils. Back to within 2. Woodlawn 27-25 over Sesser-Valier. Owens will come across the timeline. Left side, Isaac. Left corner, Harlow. Holds above his head. Back out top of the key, Christian Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp for 2. Owens. 3 ball in the way. Long off the mark. Stanley on the rebound deep side. Maybe not the shot Shane Whittle wanted in that case when it was deeply guarded. Stanley to the top of the key. Versolino on the left wing. Now they throw it to Witcher on the block. Shot, glass, good. We're tied. Tim Witcher, 5 points in a quarter, 10 in the game. It's a 7-0 run by the Red Devils, and Shane Whittle will call his first time out of the game. 27-all with 3:54 to go in the third. Just when you think Woodlawn will get away, the Red Devils come clawing back.
Well, what we just had now, we were 20-20 at the half. 7-0 run by the Cardinals before the dust settles. Now 7-0 run by the Red Devils, so we're back knotted up again at 27 with under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. And I'll tell you what, you thought that was the edge and the breaker right there. The Woodlawn gave a couple of looks. I mean, the defensive time's been soft. And boy, I'll tell you what, Sesser did not miss the opportunity. Witcher stuck that 3, then rotate the ball on the inside. A nice drive by Sandon. Here we are again, tied up
You don't want to miss an opportunity. Go to our Twitter site, follow us for scores and updates at 94 Sports, or go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, where you can find out schedule, scoring, and lots of information sports-wise. And if you like it, go ahead and like us while you're there at our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Cardinals will inbound length of the floor to go. Full court man-to-man by the Cardinals. They're denying Owens the ball. However, he gets it with Jenkins on him. Jenkins rides him up the timeline. No foul, just close defense. Owens to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp backdoor cut. Webb lost it out bounce off his hand. Boy, they had him open. Mike just couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, that's the third turnover here in this second half on the Cardinals.
Cardinals and Red Devils tied at 27. The winner to the title game tomorrow night at 7 p.m. against Goreville, who's back there for the second year in a row. The loser to the third-place game against Waltonville. Jenkins over to Stanley. Back to Jenkins, top of the key. And now Tim Witcher just shoved A.J. Webb to the ground. Yeah, no sense in it.
Now, he didn't like the fact that he was getting a pick set on him, and very forcefully just put A.J. away. He had good position. And Richard, that'll be his third foul here in this third quarter. A lot of time left.
Yep, a lot of time. Witcher with 3. Webb to Owens. 3:25 to go in the quarter. It's a 3-point lead for, I should say, it's a tie game, 27-all. Stanley and Jenkins are causing Owens fit. That ball's on the floor. Owens gets it, and we got a whistle. Across the way. A referee down. Jeff Petcho is on the floor calling a jump ball, and the crowd gives him an applause for getting in there and stopping something from maybe happening.
That's a good job on their part. We don't give him enough credit at times, and did a real good job right there making sure no unnecessary roughness went on that play. Sesser gets another turnover on the Cardinals. They're 4.
Larry Knowles, Mike Austin, and Jeff Petcho on the game here doing a great job. With it on the right side is Stanley. Back out top of the key to Jenkins. Jenkins will throw back to Stanley on the right wing. If I'm the Red Devils, I got to get Witcher or Doors to touch every time down the floor. Jenkins will hold as we go under the 3-minute mark, tied at 27, and now Stanley's going to hold out by the Sesser bench. Woodlawn's content to stand underneath. We might have a standoff.
Yeah, I think that's the message right now from Shane Whistle. Catch your legs, catch your breath right now. You know, if you're going to keep one big and one inside, one outside down there, that's fine for Woodlawn right now. They can gain a little momentum here, possibly with the stop.
Appreciate Chip Bassel letting me read familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bridge, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Well, we've got a standoff here. And even the players are talking amongst themselves, laughing. A.J. Webb and Witcher, Owens and Jenkins, they're kind of talking underneath. You know, Stanley's standing out here by Coach Pasco. He's not dribbled yet.
Assistant Coach Scott Owens looked at Shane Whistle kneeling on the floor, and Shane just put his palms up there and said, I'm sitting down. We're good.
We're good. Shane Whistle's sitting on the bench. Arms crossed, legs crossed. Pasco kneeling in front of his bench. Everybody standing and clapping.
Well, during that 7-0 run from the Cardinals right off the gate, Danny, we made mention, they missed a couple of cutters on defensive rebound down the floor. Maybe Sesser's a little more tired of what we realize right now. Woodlawn did not pursue the situation, but Gabe Owens missed a couple of times. We're going to have a little just stand-up timeout right now, and a little flash run, and there will be a push out of bounds by Hollenkamp.
Now Harlow gets the foul, his first, as the Red Devils made a move. Woodlawn jumped him, sneak attack, and ended up in a foul on Harlow. It's about as sneaky as you get here in front of a gym full of people. They throw it inside, turnover. Robinson has it on a steal, much to the Bronx cheer in front of us from the Woodlawn Cardinal fans. And his sign held up on the way up by the shoot-body from Seth Lewis says, I ain't even mad. It's hilarious. Owens throws it to Harlow left side. A very respectful rivalry, having some fun here. Webb down the lane. Shot on the runner, no good, didn't catch anything. Ball tipped out. Harlow has it between his legs. It's a fumble at the free throw line. Doris has it. He's tackled. And Harlow's going to get the foul. Chris Harlow's got to go to the other end and to keep quiet. Don't like to see players talking to the officials. It was a foul, but it's going to be on Robinson.
Robinson's going to get the foul.
Yeah. Just go to the other end. I don't care who it is, what jersey you're wearing. Go to the other end and don't talk. Don't talk. We don't need that. 27-all and under a minute to go in the third. Jenkins will bring it across. He'll probably stand and hold it again. So while he does that with 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dixon, Ina, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. We'll also pick the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game when this one is done. Crossroads Community Hospital, according to the hospital, is what healthcare should be.
Could be a dribbler.
Could be.
You just never know.
27 all as we wind down in a quickly played third quarter.
What a great student section over there for Sesser tonight, I tell you.
Yeah.
During the holidays, get a good group like that. That adds to it.
Little Broski sign over there. Scoring update, Massac and Meridian for third place, tied in overtime at 45. Throwback jersey with a high school kid running him down the floor of the shorts, 1970 version. Inside Stanley underneath, Woodlawn fell asleep. Woodlawn fell asleep on the end of the pass. A.J. Webb again for the same spot as yesterday, almost made it to 10 as we end the third quarter. It's Sesser-Valier 29, Woodlawn 27, back for the fourth quarter on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The store-wide cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn brings you once-a-year savings with 60% off all Christmas decor, as well as 20% off all lamps, pictures, and everything wall-to-wall at the General Store. Plus, save an extra 15% off all sale prices on all your favorite furniture, from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Goreville, Holiday, and more. Hurry in for the best selection at once-a-year savings at Newell Furniture in the General Store's store-wide cleanup sale.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School. 3 quarters in the book. The Red Devils lead the Woodlawn Cardinals 29-27. Debbie Czerwinski with Mike Richardson alongside. In what has been an exciting 3 quarters, we expect nothing more the rest of the way. Woodlawn scares me to bounce over there on the side. Mike, third quarter.
I don't know how difficult that can be, but yeah, it's an interesting a fifth right there.
A.J. Webb, the Hollenkamp with 29-27. Red Devils by 2. They got a quick basket after holding the ball at the end of the quarter. Cat and mouse games going on between the two teams. Harlow dribbles down the lane. Pull-up jumper from 10 off the glass doesn't go. Drew Doris gets the rebound. Doris has it. What a nice player Drew Doris has been in his career at Sesser-Valier. He leaves it for Jenkins, and Sesser-Valier will walk it up. Will they hold it with a 2-point lead?
Well, they're setting good enough 1-4 set down low. Try to bring one guard up and then work that high-low again. Witcher's going to step out on that wing.
Marcelino to Witcher on the wing. Witcher to Doris, top of the key. Right side to Jenkins. Jenkins on the dribble. Runs the point pretty well for Sesser-Valier. He throws it to Stanley in the right corner. To Witcher to Versalino around the perimeter. Versalino throws it inside to A.J. Webb. It is a 3-on-1. Webb and Harlow. Harlow back to Webb. They didn't get a shot. Webb turnaround jumper, not the shot they wanted. Boy, Woodlawn didn't do a very good job there at all with that 3-on-1 break. Jenkins, now they get it up court to Stanley. Stanley goes to the rim and scores. Stanley has 11. It is 31-27. Woodlawn down 4 to Sesser-Valier. 6:35 to go in the game. Owens across the timeline. Spins in between the circle. Holds it, throws left side to Christian Hollenkamp. He holds and throws it to Webb, who zigs but didn't zag. 6.5 to go, and Woodlawn Shane Whistle wants a timeout. A little out of sync here on the Cardinals to start this fourth quarter.
6 turnovers in this second half, and mostly a couple minutes of dead ball right there. I mean, that's a lot of turnovers in such a short period of time, and right there, Woodlawn got caught up and forced 2 straight shots. And then right there in the offense, Shane has seen enough right there, throwing it out of bounds on a set that might not need right there. So he's going to talk it over. Chip Bassel got to be happy right now. Already showed Woodlawn they can hold the ball. 4-point lead to go with a lot of time left and a lot of fouls to give right now for both sides. So it is definitely going to come down to turnovers and free throw shooting.
31-27, Red Devils on top. A scoreboard update. Meridian and Massac tied at 45 going to overtime. The third-place game at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. Another score of interest is Nashville losing to Bree Central today, 52-37 at Modern Day. And also we'll pick another one. O'Fallon over Effingham, 52-46 at the Centralia Holiday Tournament. That is on our sister station, 95.3 WRXX out of Centralia. Also 97.3, our sister station in Carmel on the FM side, has the El Dorado Holiday Tournament final tonight. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. You might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Red Devils have the ball in a 4-point lead. Their crowd is excited, as you heard the music in the background. Witcher's going to hold. Now, if you hold it with a tie game, why not hold it with a 4-point lead? Just thinking out loud.
Thinking out loud, absolutely.
Sesser throws it out of bounds, but it was off the Woodlawn Cardinals. Jenkins will inbound underneath, or next to the Red Devils bench, side out of bounds, down to our right. Jenkins throws across the way to Stanley on the left wing. Stanley will hold, now dribbles to the free throw line. Illegal screen through Dorf. Knocks A.J. Webb to the ground, and A.J. is banged up a bit. Kneeling at the top of the three-point line. Sportsmanship display by Tim Witcher. Goes over and checks him out. Kind of like that in a game that's been close. Harlow will inbound. Now we'll play on. A.J. Webb to the thing in. It's going to take a little bit more than that to get A.J. out of the game. Harlow will inbound. He gets it to A.J. Webb with the basketball. Owens tries to come back with it. Now A.J. picks up his dribble. Now gets it to Owens. Jenkins is all over Owens. Nice defense by Jenkins. Owens across the timeline, keeps his composure, and brings it up against the great defense by Jenkins. Owens to the left wing. Picks up his dribble. Back to the basket. Has to get it to Isaac, to Harlow on the right side. Over to Webb. Back to Owens. He launches a three. It's short. He's tired. Jenkins has the rebound. Didn't have it there, Mike. No lift in the leg.
No. His last three shots, basically, not you want to say forced, but no legs. The legs were gone right there, and he had to keep that swing momentum of his arm to get any lift at all. And a tired young man had to do a lot so far tonight.
Jenkins to Bertolino. Stanley in the lane. Now they get in the corner to Bertolino. Witcher on the left block. Shot blocked by Owens. Weak side help. Webb has it stolen away, though, by Jenkins. Back and forth we go. Great action as Jenkins has it for the Red Devils in a 4-point lead for Sesser-Valier. Stanley on the right wing. Back to Bertolino. Holds it top of the key. Now goes right side to Jenkins. He will hold now to Drew Dorf. Throws it left wing to Witcher. Witcher to the wing. Top of the key. Jenkins. Right side Bertolino. Bertolino dribbles. Now packs it up. Now throws it in the right corner to Dorf. First to Witcher. To Stanley. Jenkins. Around the perimeter we go. Jenkins holds in the corner. He looks a little winded as well. Playing through some fatigue. He throws it top of the key. Bertolino. Bertolino goes down the lane looking for his first point. Dishes off the door. Shot no good, but a foul. Nice play by Bertolino. The X factor, as we call it here. Gets a back pass to Dorf, and a foul. Dorf goes on and shoots two.
Just proof of what we talked about a lot here. The young man not scored in tonight's ball game. He has one rebound. And I'll tell you what, his score leadership right there and his defense off and on Gabe Owens has been a big difference so far in this contest.
Drew Dorf at the line, usually a very good free throw shooter, misses the first. What do I know? 31-27, and Shane Whittle will call another 30-second timeout. 4:40 to go in the game, Mike. Woodlawn leads 31-27. It's the case here. Woodlawn hasn't scored in a while. Remember, it's 27-20 midway through the third quarter on the run.
Yeah, I think actually when that timeout was taken, we thought it was just about 3 ticks off for 4 minutes at about the 3:53 mark, 3:54, something like that. And Woodlawn did get on the scoreboard in this fourth quarter. So they're looking right at 8-minute mark right here of not having any offense at all. Now, Sesser back at the free throw line. Dorf will be having his last of his 2-point opportunities here to add to this 4-point lead by the Red Devils. Woodlawn's got to try to find something other than Gabe Owens. They're going to have to try to get the ball inside. And, hey, see if you can pick up a foul or two on the inside against these guys.
And the thing about it is, Woodlawn has not scored in a while. Perimeter shooting, basically. And now Dorf will have one more free throw. As we get everybody lined up in what has been a well-played contest here, as expected. Drew Bear, a sign held up across the way. Dorf misses the both. Logan Isaac with the rebound. Gets it to A.J. Webb. A.J. will need to bring it up with Stanley guarding him. 4.5 to go in the game. Cardinals trail Sesser-Valier 31-27. Webb picks up the dribble, gets to Harlow by the timeline. Now he's in trouble. Now throws it to Hollenkamp. Christian's been quiet for a while. The Cardinals haven't scored in a while. I believe now a total of 8 minutes since their last points when they were up 27-20. It's an 11-0 run by the Red Devils to have a 4-point lead. Owens to Hollenkamp. He dribbles to the left corner. Back to Webb. Top to left wing, I should say. He'll launch a three. Good. A.J. Webb with a big three-pointer. 2 up in the game. 8 points for the senior. 4 to go. It's a 1-point game now. Stanley across the timeline. Right wing. Goes down the lane. Kicks it back out of the corner. Bertolino inside the Witcher. Up. What did he do? We got a foul or step out of bounds?
Doris never left the 3-second line.
Yeah.
He was in there the whole time. Whether it was going to get called or not,
hey,
he was in there every bit of 8 or 9 seconds.
I wasn't even paying attention to Drew Doris in there. Not sure about that one, but Woodlawn will get the turnover.
Watch it on film. You'll definitely set a pick, never clear.
All right. Mike Richardson on the call. He's looking. That's why there's 2 of us there so we can see it all. Hollenkamp with it. Out by the left wing, guarded by Bertolino. Counts on that one we got underneath. Drew Doris got caught throwing an elbow on a cutter. And I'm not saying to throw an elbow. He just kind of stuck an arm out to kind of bump the cutter. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. Just keep moves that thought.
That's just a basketball move. You're instinctively to do that to reach when somebody goes by. And that'll be the 4th foul on Doris right now. Now, things changed a little bit for Chip Basso here in this final 3:30.
Hollenkamp for the lead. Good on a three-pointer. Christian Hollenkamp knocks it down. 33-31 Cardinals by 2. Off the inbounds, the Red Devils now have the ball. Bertolino now throws it inside for Witcher. Double team back to Bertolino. 15-footer, no good off the mark. Hollenkamp skies high for the rebound. Gets it to Owens. Cardinals by 2 with a basketball. Owens for a 3 and a big lead. Nope, front of the iron, hits the floor. Not sure that was a good shot. Witcher across the time. Unfortunately, I didn't go in. Witcher launches a 3 of his own for the lead. It's short. Webb with the rebound. Coach Basso and Coach Whistle are beyond themselves right now, going, what are we doing? Running pull-up 3s on the break, 1-on-4.
Yeah, none of them really in good sync right there. Although Witcher did have a good look, but the legs definitely not there right now.
A.J. Webb, top of the key to Owens. He's going to try it again from the same spot. Off the mark, rebound Witcher. Shane Whistle applauds, likes that shot. Stanley comes the other way on the left wing. 2:40 to go in the game. Woodlawn leads 33-31. Chip Basso says, I need to call timeout. And we're past the top of the hour. We do need to pause for station identification here. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
Follow us on Twitter at 94sports or crank us up on 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, O'Fallon, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School. 2:38 to go in the ball game. 33-31. Woodlawn leads. Sesser-Valier has the basketball. Chip Basso called the timeout.
Timeout right now. And a lot of things got to be going under Chip Basso's mind right now. You bring him out, you hold it, try to get your legs back a little bit, run that high-low set again, knowing that Drew Doris has his 4th foul. And they ran another split screen down on that baseline, and Doris did not leave the lane again. They didn't get it called that last time because of the turnover. But that's got to be the play. Those 2 guys are looking right now for the Red Devils to take them last shots. Right now, foul situations 5-3 with Woodlawn Cardinals 3. Got plenty of fouls to give later on. Right now, Chip almost is taking an offensive set here. If you don't get this one, then we don't be afraid to foul right now with that 6th foul. The next one looming. You can control foul number 7.
I just updated our Twitter site at 94sports. You can follow updates and scores there throughout the day and night, or our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, full of lots of information, scores, and schedules. Like us on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports as well. Red Devils inbound the basketball. Bertolino to Chink. He'll dribble and throw to the right side, off the hands of Stanley, out of bounds. They were setting up Witcher all by himself on the block, and Stanley lost it off his hands.
A.J. Webb did a good job right there getting those arms up in a passing lane and committing only 4th turnover in the second half.
Woodlawn will inbound the basketball with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for your accounts. Community First Bank would be like the first to say. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Owens throws it off the hands. A.J. Webb recovers. It's going to be a 10-second call. Oh, my goodness. That was about 11 or 12, but Woodlawn got a break. Webb has it now to Owens. Could have been a 10-second call. Cardinals lead by 2 with a basketball. Hollenkamp tops the key with Bertolino on him. Hand check. Man. That's the 6th foul on the Red Devils. Wow. Yeah.
That's pretty good defense right there. But I think it's a foul that Chip can live with right now, because anytime you get around that 2-minute mark, as we mentioned, that next foul, that's the one that gets you to the free throw line. Got to rely on the defense right here to get you a foul.
2 minutes to go in the game. Owens has it. Inside to Hollenkamp. Bertolino fell down. Hollenkamp scores. I don't know what happened to Versalino. Was off the ball, but the Woodlawn Cardinals had a 35-31 lead. Chip Bassel wants another timeout. He's going to look for an official. He says somebody shoved Versalino to the ground, but the officials missed it. I didn't see it. I was looking somewhere else.
I didn't see it. He just ends up on his backside. Christian Hogcat then has the drop step, makes about a 10-footer right there. Chip got the timeout, and boy, what a half of runs right now. This all the second. There's been no flow to this at all. It's been all runs. You go 7-0 for Woodlawn, 7-0 for Sesser. Make that 9-0 for Sesser.
Yeah.
Then they tack on a couple more, and Woodlawn goes to timeout. They get a little run action going here. And now Sesser's back on the timeout, and we're under 2 minutes to go. I tell you what, I hope we're doing this justice to the listeners. That's all I can say.
We got to say this to our listeners. If you're listening in, comment on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, because there's lots going on in this one. If you're here with a phone, put us on there, or if you're at home listening, go to our Facebook page, talk about this game. What a great game it is. There are fans and parents in the stands praying and holding hands, or sitting there all tensed up, sitting there, and it's December. This is December.
Yeah, this year's going to have a lot of magic to it, as every year does, but we haven't even turned the calendar all the way over yet. Just the midwinter tournaments will be coming up. Just as much fun and excitement. The conferences will be winding down. Before we know it, we say it every Saturday.
Oh, the Red Devils tried to chip Bassel still there to say, how did Johnny Versalino get pushed down? Versalino's no small lad.
No, absolutely.
So something had to have happened. Jenkins throws it into Witcher on the right wing, back to Jenkins. 1:50 to go in the game. Devils trail Woodlawn 35-31. Jenkins throws it left side to Stanley. Stanley now will dribble. Now left right wing pass to Versalino. Good catch by Versalino there to prevent him from going out of bounds. We have the final from Laredo we'll get to in a second. Doris throws a pass, and it's off his hands for Versalino. Versalino with a bad pass. Doris couldn't handle it. Here comes Owens across the timeline. Cuts in front of Stanley. The winner of this game is going to have to really dig down deep tomorrow night against Goreville. Very deep team. Owens spins, count on, back to Webb. We're at the 1:15 mark. Cardinals by 4. Webb throws it, stolen tip on the ground. Stolen away by the Red Devils. Stanley has it. He gives it, he dribbles across the timeline to the free throw line. Right wing to Versalino. He goes last shot, no good, but a foul. Hollenkamp gives the foul, his first. Not a bad foul in that situation, Mike. Don't let Versalino get an easy layup. Send him to the line and earn the 2 points.
Absolutely. That's the main thing. You make sure when you come across the yard, it's nothing malicious. You make sure you get enough contact. He doesn't get it to the rim. Put him at the free throw line. He's not been there tonight. Take your chance.
Versalino's first free throw looks good, and it is. It's now 35-32 with 1:03 to go in the game. What a game these people paid to see. And to the outside, most of the doors are shut from our angle. I'm sure there's people out there watching on the big screen. Second free throw is also good. That is first 2 points.
First 2 points of the contest.
35-33, Red Devils press. Harlow can run the baseline, didn't do it, get into Isaac. Isaac got to watch it. He almost got his pocket picked. And Jenkins gets called for a foul. My, oh my. Wow. Can we just say right what it was? There wasn't much contact on that.
Not a lot of contact.
No. There wasn't much contact on that. Logan Isaac got caught asleep with the ball, and I thought Jenkins made a very good play to get it from him. But Logan Isaac will go to the line and shoot the 1-on-1. That's a 17th foul on the Red Devils.
And for the positive thing for the Red Devils, it does have the clock stop.
Right? That's the positive. First free throw by Isaac is good. Cardinals extend the lead to 36-33. Isaac will get one more. We're exactly 1 minute to go in the game. Cardinals lead 36-33. Isaac has one more. Free throw up and rolls down and drops. The iron catches it. 4-point lead now for the Cardinals. Stanley to Jenkins across the timeline. He will dribble out on the perimeter, right wing to Witcher, top to Keith Stanley, throws to Versalino left side, dribbles into the paint to Stanley. Stanley goes right baseline around Hollenkamp, shot blocked and a foul. Stanley will go line and shoot 2. He's got 11 in the game. That foul is on A.J. Webb. That's his second, team 5th. Key thing to remember, Woodlawn still now has 1 foul to give at this point.
Still at the 5-foul limit, 44.76 to go. And where free throws are so crucial now, it's just going to make the hands of the coaches decide what they have to do right now.
Stanley misses the first free throw. Shane Whistle calls a full timeout. Give me a little more time to think about that, won't you think, Mike?
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you got to do right here. So this changes the whole complexity of the game right now. Chips up against it. he knows right now, it's still a 2-possession game. Missed that free throw, then you could have used your big guy. Truly is going to check back into the contest right now. They're even going to be bigger because they know they're going to foul immediately anyway if they do not get a steal. So you've got that big lineup, and they're going to pound it inside. They're going to try to get going in, or Richard's going to run on the baseline or through the baseline up to the top of the key somewhere in that three-point spot area we talk about a lot. He's going to look for the three. They know they can get it inside the door. He's going to score at will if they get it inside them.
Jeffrey Drake from our sister station Harrisburg reports. In a final in the third-place game, it is Meridian over Massac County in overtime, 57-54. The sneaking suspicion the Patriots are getting better as we move along into 2012.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
So Hoffman's coached a game or two, I've heard.
I think so.
Won a game or two.
I think so.
Yeah. Now, free throws here, if we can remember, right? Stanley's got to go to the free throw line. Or do we not? He's got one more. What are we doing?
He's got one. Stanley's got one, and right now,
he doesn't look like he wants to go up there. He may make it.
Sesser has missed their last 3 free throws.
Well, you bring it up. This probably goes in. Shot by Stanley is good. Radio Jinx, sure. 37-34 pressure by the Red Devils. They get it into Owens. Owens will bring it up. The Red Devils are letting a lot of precious time go off the clock. Hollenkamp across the timeline. Red Devils letting more time go off the clock. I am surprised by this. Owens to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp has it. He is not going to be fouled. There, he's pushed out of bounds. Oh, he gets it to Harlow. Harlow picks it up and travels the basketball. Red Devils elected not to foul. I was surprised by that, but Woodlawn turned it over. Another final. Go ahead, Mike.
Shane Whistle not real happy with the foul. I guess there was a lot more contact than we were able to see right here. Shane walked all the way across the center line. I guess somebody had called a timeout, which enabled him to do so, and let him know they had a little discussion about him being so far down there.
That was his ball and travel as Harlow drug his pivot, but 37-34. Whistle, Coach Whistle won the foul on the sideline. Another final, this one from the Modern Day tournament. Timber Creek, Florida beat Jerseyville 62-39. Here, Mike, 37-34. Length of the floor to go for Woodlawn, or for Sesser-Valier. Down 3. Woodlawn with one foul to give. That's another thing to remember here on the scoreboard.
Woodlawn may get the foul right now, but I think Sesser's got to get the ball inside. They control their own destiny clock management-wise. They can foul instantly. Woodlawn right then did a very good job of making sure that Hollenkamp and Owens touched the ball. Gabe was double-teamed on that side. They had to go to Harlow, and whether it was a foul or not, we go what the officials say. It was a travel. Another turnover on the front, and Sesser has the ball.
Witcher and Doris would be my prime shot. As Stanley brings it across the timeline with 20 seconds. Drives on A.J. Webb. Gets it to Witcher. Ball tipped. Ball to the floor. Witcher loses it. Shoots from 15 short and a foul. Harlow fouls. He walks away. Mark play. That's the 16th foul, but Witcher will go line and shoot 2. A mad scramble for the ball, Mike, at the free throw line, and Woodlawn fouled at Witcher as he threw it up at the rim. Smart play.
Now here's another thing you got to look at, too. 13.76.
Free throw.
Woodlawn's going to get the ball to Gabe Owens. Got 9.7 ticks to get it across the line. They got to sacrifice knowing Chip Astle does, whether you foul immediately with more time or make him pass it off across the center line.
Witcher makes them both as a 1-point game. Cardinals will inbound. Harlow can run the baseline, but he calls timeout. That'll be the 4th. I believe I've got it unofficially that both teams have one timeout.
See if we can read a referee's lips right here to see.
Okay.
Should ask, probably right here in a minute. Now Woodlawn can set a play with double screen to make sure Owens does get the ball in his hand.
Woodlawn will be allowed to run the baseline as this crowd gets a little louder on both sides. The state award-winning cheerleading teams here, Sesser-Valier and Woodlawn, urging on the fans here on both sides. And what has been a great atmosphere between fans and a great game between players. Tremendous job here, and there's still 13.7 seconds left, maybe more, depending on what happens.
Sportsmanship, too.
A respectful rivalry is what I call it.
Absolute is what we talked about. And I mean, and the officials, everything's been talked about them in a positive way. What little we've even brought their names up. And that's always a good sign that they've done their job. Hey, that's what it's all about, making sure they get it right, do their job. Coaches coach, referees referee. We try to broadcast. Fans have a good time.
Players play. Jeff Petcho, Mike Austin, and Larry Knowles on the game tonight. They've done an excellent job of taking a situation between two teams with a nice rivalry, keeping everybody in check. Woodlawn will have the basketball length of the floor to go. Kulik at 6'6", guard Harlow at about 6 foot tall. Harlow will be able to run the baseline if he can get by all the cheerleaders on both sides. Harlow runs back. Now will throw it in and gets it in. It's stolen by Stanley out of Halford, and he stepped out of bounds. Now Warlow will have to stand still.
Now he stands still. Now Sesser loses a couple of ticks off the clock. And Gabe Owens was open right there.
Yep.
He was just turned around and couldn't see him at the time.
Kulik will snuggle up. Harlow will have to throw in. Throws it in to Gabe Owens. He makes the catch, gets it to Isaac. Isaac will dribble, picks it up, and he's fouled by Jenkins. Logan Isaac will have to go to the line and shoot free throws, the 1-and-1. Jenkins picks up his fourth. Logan Isaac at the line with some big free throws here. Big free throws for December. Mike Austin was telling Coach Whistle to get in the box, and Coach Whistle said, I'm talking to my players, which he was.
And he was.
And Mike Austin laughed at him.
He just wanted to get to the score table where he could see see through there.
Mike goes over and tells Shane, what's going on. They talk. Skip Basso gets his word in. Isaac makes the first. He gets one more. It's 38-36. Skip Basso's going to blow his final timeout, I believe. I could be wrong. 38-36 with 7.9 to go.
I think this will be full, and I do believe that's his last one.
Shane Whistle talking about something. I don't know what's going on. Shane Garner, assistant coach, turns around and looks. Emotions running high here, as would be expected in a 2-point game for the right to go to the championship game. Interesting that we go on. 7.9 seconds to go. Woodlawn 38, Sesser-Valier 36.
Well, now you're in the huddle, and now you're talking about a lot of things. Confidence-wise, you're telling your player, after you make this free throw, we're going to do this, and this. Skip Basso saying after they miss this free throw, we're going to do this. What? 7.9 is still a lot of time in this game right now.
And then it goes to the old question, if Isaac makes the free throw, do you foul before he gets the shot off?
Right. And you gotta worry about the and one this day and age, about doing anything like that. But you got to be sure if it's going to be on a dribble drive, on the baseline. If they pursue it on the baseline here, so go right down the middle, that's usually the safest place. They don't think about getting that shot off, then they're on the sideline going to the hole. More so during the middle, you see the guys let it fly.
Okay. Isaac at the line for a free throw. 7.9 seconds to go. Logan Isaac will shoot his free throw in front of a packed house and makes the ball. Well, Red Devils need a three to tie 39-36. Jenkins across the timeline, goes down the lane, kicks it out to Stanley for a tying three-pointer. Off the mark, Doors with the rebound, it's not going to matter. Woodlawn beats Sesser-Valier in the semifinals tonight, 39-36. Woodlawn will advance to the championship game for the second year in a row, and again against Goreville. 39-36. Woodlawn beats Sesser-Valier tonight, 39-36. Both teams shake hands in front of us, lining up, shaking hands, smiles, some handshakes, hugs going on. Kids know each other this day and age with the co-op, and the Woodlawn Cardinals advance to the title game. We need to step out for a break and come back for the Sesser Auto Body post-game show. Back for more of that here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Yes, you can.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Here's a way to make your holiday brighter, meet new friends, and save money on a new Ford. Now, I've got a question for you. Wouldn't it be great to drive into the new year in a car that gets, say, 40 miles per gallon? Yeah, it would. Then come into the Ford year-end celebration going on now at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, because you'll get the best holiday offers on a fuel-efficient Ford, and you'll keep on saving down the road. Saving money, that's a good thing. Saving money in a brand new Ford, Now that's a great thing. So if I were you, I'd get to the Ford Year-End Celebration at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, take a look, and drive one. This just might be your best new year ever. And remember, Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Just how big of a Saluki fan are you? People's National Bank is challenging your fanhood. Show your Saluki colors by opening an SIU Saluki free checking account exclusively at People's National Bank. It only takes $100 to open. Your first box of Saluki checks is free, and online banking, Visa debit card, and bill pay are free too. Stop by People's National Bank today to find out more.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does this sound familiar?
I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family...
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs for once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Welcome back to a clearing out Sesser-Valier High School Gymnasium at the 31st Annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament, where the Woodlawn Cardinals had defeated the Sesser-Valier Red Devils tonight 39-36. This is the Sesser Auto Body post-game show, pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Sesser Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. The Cardinals will advance to the championship game for the second year in a row to see a familiar opponent in the Goreville Blackcats as Woodlawn wins tonight 39-36. As they will play Goreville tomorrow, the Sesser-Valier Red Devils will advance to the third place game at 3 o'clock and take on the Waltonville Spartans. Now, we'll run down this real quick before we take a break. All of the trophy games here from the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament will be on our sister station, WQRL 106.3 FM out of Benton. At 12 o'clock, it'll be Century and Christopher. At 1:30, Johnston City and Chester. At 3 o'clock, Waltonville and Sesser-Valier, and the championship game, Goreville and Woodlawn. We're going to step out for our first break with Sesser Auto Body post-game show. When we come back, scoring and stats from this ball game, you're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The store-wide cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn brings you once-a-year savings with 60% off all Christmas decor, as well as 20% off all lamps, pictures, and everything wall-to-wall at the General Store. Plus, save an extra 15% off all sale prices on all your favorite furniture, from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Roy Hill, Paula Deen, and more. Hurry in for the best selection at once-a-year savings at Newell Furniture in the General Store's store-wide cleanup sale.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent.
on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
How did the Saturday Sports Show ring in the new year? By bringing you even better sports conversation in 2012. More scores, more local discussion, and a better mix of guests than anyone else. Combine that with ample knowledge of the teams you love, and you'll reserve more than one preset for AM 940. The perfect New Year's resolution? Not missing the Saturday Sports Show, only on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School, where the Woodlawn Cardinals had defeated the Sesser-Valier Red Devils 39-36. This is the Sesser Auto Body Postgame Show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Denny Czerwinski and Mike Richardson alongside. When we get all the scoring and stats for December 28th, everything, the hype before this game of two programs, who made state tournament runs recently, in the last 3 years, this game lived up to everything that every fan in this building could ever have imagined.
And it's not going to be talked about as a call wins this way, a call wins that way. We saw benches of players, 10 and 12 deep, play their guts out tonight. Coaches coach. It was fun just to be part of this tonight. And on the nerve standpoint, I was glad I was up here in the booth doing it as just sitting down there as a spectator watching. I had as much fun doing that. And no, this is an instant classic. There's no doubt about it. These two, they left it all out there. There's nothing left. And I tell you, for Sesser now to come back and have to play early tomorrow against the Waltonville team that has been playing very well lately, it's going to be tough. There's no doubt about it. And for Woodlawn, how far will that momentum carry you early in that ball game, before you start feeling the effects of the three straight games. But I think Shane Whistle got enough bench play in there at times. Naturally, you've got to win this ball game to set up that championship game. But, you can go, you got a few days off after the fact. But boy, it's going to be tougher to keep bounce back after such a hard fought second semifinal game here so late tonight.
Another thing too, Woodlawn they'll have just under 24 hours of rest. That you're playing a Goreville team today that Todd Tripp coaches very well, plays 10, 11 guys, very deep, very strong, very long, very tall. Woodlawn with a difficult game here. Goreville had a tough one today against Waltonville, but again, it's going to be very tough. A Goreville team that's got a little revenge on the mind after last year losing to Woodlawn in the title game.
This is probably if not the best, second best defensive outing I've seen from Woodlawn outside of about a minute stretch. They gave during that 7-0 run when Woodlawn got that. So they gave up 2 or 3 looks that I don't think Shane Woods will be happy with. But overall, the defense they played against Modern Day earlier in the year, and then they had a couple run of stretch there of a couple blowout games that we broadcast. We just out of control and we could play defense in them games. But I'm talking about good defense, a good team. This is probably Woodlawn's best defensive effort here tonight. And they're going to have to duplicate that tomorrow. They did a great job of rebounding, as stats will prove out here after a while. But what a great defensive game it was. Chip Basso knew maybe his guys were losing a little legs as it plays out now. We saw a lot of short shots, and that's why he let the air out of the ball for a little bit during that stretch, too.
Wow. Woodlawn wins 39-36. How about the scoring and stats from this exciting ball game? We'll let traffic clear out a little bit longer.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't think nobody is really too excited to leave right now. This is still a very kept-up crowd, and when we look out through the doors, there's standing room only still outside. But for the Sesser-Valier Red Devils, what a game we've talked about so far. Overall, shooting 13 out of 35. Woodlawn 37% from the Sesser 37, how even this game will bear out. They were 10 out of 23 regular shooting, 4 out of 15 behind the arc, so they're 37%. Woodlawn, 13 out of 35, 10 out of 25, and 3 of 10 behind the line. Sesser was 7 out of 11 free throwing for 64%. Only 5 second-half turnovers to go with a total of 10 in the game. And their rebounds, 21 in their contest. Justin Cooley, he ended up the game with 4 points. 6 points for Drew Doris. 9 for Tim Witcher. Kyle Stanley led Sesser in scoring, and 2 big free throws by John Basilio. He had his 2 points for the ball game, and them 2 free throws were very crucial in that comeback they made there at the last minute and a half of that game. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, we went through the shooting percentage, saying 37%, 14 out of 38, 10 of 23 regular, 4 of the 15 behind the arc, and no bigger than the A.J. Webb 3 and the Christian Hollenkamp 3 to give them that lead. Those last 2 threes were the ones that counted. 7 out of 9 free throwing for 78%. They had 9 turnovers in that second half for a total of 14 in the contest. We talked about defense and rebounding. Woodlawn actually led in rebounding this game. 22-21 give the edge to the Cardinals. And all 5 scoring people were the starters. Chris Harlow with 2 made some great passes this evening. 4 points for Gabe Owens. 8 for A.J. Webb. Logan Isaac, under the weather a little bit. That was the talk at Bethel today during the Grapeville tournament. He wasn't feeling real good when he woke up this morning. But what a fantastic game. Made 4 free throws down the stretch. He had 12, and Christian Hollenkamp, the big 3 to turn the tide. He leads the Cardinals in scoring with 13 as the Woodlawn Cardinals advance to the championship game back-to-back years now with a 39-36 victory over the Sesser-Valier Red Devils.
When we cross the bottom of the hour, we'll pause for station identification here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
Follow us on Twitter at 94sports or crank us up on 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, O'Fallon, a Withers Broadcasting superstation. When an emergency happens.
We have seen a great game. Woodlawn 39, Sesser-Valier 36. So many people to choose from, so many people to pick for the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. We'll step out for a final break and come back and do that here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. I love this time of year. The time we spent with our family and friends, the lights and decorations, the food, and just the feel of the season. During this season, there are more smiles, more thank yous, and a general feeling of kindness and generosity that is not present as often during the rest of the year. There's a feeling of calm and hope, for unto us is born this day in the city of David, the Savior, who is Christ the Lord. From all of us at Community First Bank, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Sesser-Valier High School, closing down day 3 of the 31st annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament on the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sesser Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home from tonight's game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park. In Sesser, the Woodlawn Cardinals win the night 39-36, and we need to pick a Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. Mike Richardson, your choice.
Well, thank you very much, Danny, and I believe we got to go with the junior. He's about 6'1", wears number 25. Logan Isaac, 4 out of 6 field goals, 4 out of 5 free throwing, made the last 4 of the Cardinal free throws to get this 39-36 victory, and he chipped in with 5 rebounds, and his defense is probably going to go unnoticed, until people look at DVD or look at the monitors back, replays of the game or whatever, to see how well a job they played defensively. Logan Isaac Jr. He's the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game.
Logan Isaac is your Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game, as Mike just said, as I repeated. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. And Mike, one final thought on what has turned out to be a wonderful basketball game here tonight. Win or lose, it would turn out to be a wonderful game for both sides.
Absolutely. You can't ask for anything more. We talked about it. No calls, nothing to discuss that way. Just absolutely everybody just should have stood up and applauded on both sides of the court tonight. We talked about how well officiated, and it's just typical Sesser right here. I mean, this tournament has ran so smoothly. We have a lot of fun broadcasting these games. We freeze very well, and we get spoiled after a while. We just know to expect it down here with all the hosts, but we do appreciate it. We can never say it enough, and this year is not disappointed, and we got another day to go with great ball games coming up tomorrow as well.
With that, we'll remind you listeners that are out there wanting to know what the coverage is for tomorrow here at the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. Here it is. On our sister station, WQRL 106.3 FM, they will have all 4 trophy games tomorrow here from the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. Starting at 12 p.m., Century versus Christopher at 1. That's for the Consolation Championship. For the 5th place game, it's 1:30, Johnson City and Chester. At 3 o'clock in 3rd place game, it's Waltonville and Sesser-Valier. And, of course, the championship game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, Goreville and Woodlawn. All those games on our sister station, WQRL 106.3 FM. And we're going to sign off out of here for our final time tonight as they get the blowers ready to go, and that's usually our cue to get out of here. So, for Avery Barton back to the studio, for Mike Richardson to my left, I'm Danny Czerwinski. Final score tonight, Woodlawn 39, Sesser-Valier 36. A very pleasant Wednesday evening, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or like WMIX Sports on Facebook. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.